Okay, so when you picture the American prairie, what comes to mind? Big, beautiful, wide open spaces, right? Well, what if I told you the most important animal out there isn't what you think at all? It's not the biggest, it's not the strongest. Nope, it's the architect. I mean, look at this place. It's a land of giants, for sure. And yeah, it's easy to be impressed by them. But what if the one really running the show, the true architect of this whole ecosystem, is someone, well, a lot smaller? All right, let's set the scene. We're heading to Badlands National Park. This place is just unreal. It's all dramatic, stark beauty, carved out over thousands and thousands of years by nothing more than wind and water. And the Badlands, they're like a window into this incredibly deep past. Seriously, they find fossils of ancient rhinos and, get this, camels. But it's not just about the past. The park is also protecting a crucial piece of the present, one of America's last and largest mixed grass prairies. And, protecting this place has been a journey. A really key moment was back in 1978. That's when it went from being a national monument to a full-blown national park. And look, that's not just a name change, okay? It meant way stronger, more permanent protections for this one-of-a-kind environment. So, who exactly calls this incredible, rugged landscape home? Let's meet some of the A-listers, shall we? First up, you've got the absolute icons, right? The American bison. These guys are the titans of the prairie. And then you have the super agile bighorn sheep, just effortlessly navigating these crazy steep bluffs. These are the giants. They're the ones that get all the headlines. But, okay, now we're going to shift our focus. I want you to look down, way down, because beneath the surface, there's a whole hidden world, a bustling, secret society that is the real foundation of this whole place. Yeah, literally, right under the hooves of those massive bison, there are these huge, sprawling underground towns. We're talking intricate networks of tunnels that can stretch for kilometers, built by black-tailed prairie dogs. It's basically a subterranean metropolis. And just to give you a sense of the scale here, the park is home to a place called Robert's Prairie Dog Town. It's the biggest colony you can actually go and see, and it's just a mind-blowing example of how massive this underground world really is. And once you start to understand just how important these towns are, it unlocks this huge idea in ecology. We're talking about the secret, the key to the entire prairie's health and its incredible diversity. I know what you're thinking. It sounds kind of impossible, right? How can one little animal have such a massive, outsized impact on, well, on everything? The answer lies in a really powerful scientific concept. It's called a keystone species. Okay, so picture a classic stone arch. You know, that one stone right at the very top in the center? That's the keystone. It's what holds the whole thing up. If you pull that one stone out, the entire arch just collapses. Well, in an ecosystem, a keystone species does exactly the same thing. It holds it all together. And what's crazy is that for the longest time, people just saw prairie dogs as pests, something to get rid of. But science, oh man, science has completely flipped that on its head. It's revealed their true role, and our understanding has totally transformed. They went from pest to an absolute pillar of the prairie. So, how do they do it? What's their secret? Well, for starters, all that constant digging, it aerates the soil, makes it way healthier. Then there's their grazing. The way they eat actually increases the diversity of plants. And maybe coolest of all, their old abandoned burrows become these ready-made homes for tons of other animals. We're talking snakes, burrowing owls, you name it. They're not just residents, they're ecosystem engineers. So, what's the final count? What's the total impact? How many other species actually rely on these little architects? The number is just staggering. Prairie dog colonies support nearly 200 other species of plants and animals. Let that sink in. 200. I mean, this is a complete 180 in our understanding. We went from seeing them as nothing more than pests that needed to be controlled to finally recognizing them for what they are, the essential pillars holding up the entire prairie. And that brings us to a really fascinating final thought, doesn't it? The whole story of the prairie dog is this powerful reminder of just how complex and interconnected nature really is. It really makes you wonder, what other animals or insects or even plants that we just dismiss as pests right now are we completely misunderstanding? What other keystones are out there that we're just failing to see?